Hey there guys, I hope you guys are having a great day today, and just as a quick reminder, all the videos on this channel are not made for children. Viewer discretion is advised. Alright guys, and today we'll be looking at Kamen Rider Zeztz. Now I don't know if that's how you say the name. To be perfectly honest, when it comes to Super Sentai and Kamen Rider, I've kind of been slacking on it. It is on my to-do list to watch it, but for the time being I'm kind of doing some other stuff. And I got mine from Amazon, and because of that I got mine box a little bit damaged, unfortunately. Alright, and now to show you what's inside of the figure, or inside of the box I mean. So you can see you get the figure itself, you also get 5 pairs of hands and its weapon. Now here's something really cool about the figure. See, originally when I first got it out of the box, I thought that it didn't have any neck articulation, but turns out it actually does have it. You see, if you remove the head, you can actually see the inside of the neck. This entire thing is made of soft plastic, so if you move the neck articulation, it actually stretches into that direction. Now because it is soft plastic, I have no idea how well this is gonna hold up over time, but you know, only time will tell. But for the time being, this is pretty cool. I don't think any figure arts from Kamen Rider have ever done this before. Now when it comes to the rest of the figure, however, I do like its design. Now it's mostly black, but all the black is actually like textured, so it feels really nice. On top of that, you also got this like glossy like green and like red paint throughout the whole thing. And even when you articulate it, it actually carries over, so it looks pretty clean. Design-wise, he looks pretty cool. What's really interesting about this guy is that instead of having his belt on his waist, he actually has it on his chest. And it is removable, however, be very careful. That spear right there is actually a separate piece, and it can easily fall off, as you can see. And putting this guy in, to put this little spear back in, you have to be very careful. There's actually like a specific way you have to put it in, so just be very careful with that. But as you can see, there's what he looks like without it. Now when it comes to his helmet, you'll notice that he actually does have some shading throughout the lower area of the green. And it looks pretty good. And when it comes to his articulation, this is about as high as he can T-pose. Now he does have butterfly joints, however, they're pretty limited. From the front, they barely do anything. However, from the back, they do a little bit more, but again, it's very limited. So yeah, they do help a little bit, but not much, as you can see. Now when it comes to bending the arm, this is about as much as it can go. And he does have arm rotation. Ball joint for the chest, ball joint for the stomach. And when it comes to doing the perfect splits, that's about as high as you can go. And this is about as high up as you can kick. This is how much he can bend the leg. And he does have a thigh rotation, but because of the shape, it does limit it to a certain place. Of course, you also get foot articulation. And when it comes to bending the figure backwards, it actually does that pretty well. Now bending the figure forward, it also does it pretty well. Not as good as going backwards, but still pretty good. And when it comes to his accessories, here's his main weapon, and it looks pretty cool. It's mostly made of black plastic, as you can see from the other side. However, on this side, you can see they actually put a lot of this like green, tealish paint, not to mention the red paint that's right there. And when it comes to the blade, it's actually made of a transparent plastic, and they actually did put some red paint over here. But of course, most of the painting is on one side and not both. Now when it comes to his hand accessories, by default he comes with a pair of fists. He also gets these weapon holding hands. You also get this pair of holding hands with his thumbs up. He also gets this pair of more open relaxed hands. And lastly, he gets these more open relaxed hands with his fingers more spread apart. And as I mentioned earlier, I got my copy on Amazon and it came out for $69, and this figure was really nice. I do like the design and the articulation is pretty good. And I am pretty happy. He's going to look pretty good with the rest of my Kamen Riders in my display. Alright guys, and now it's time for the size comparisons, and here he is next to my Snail Shell Zombie Grizza and Marvel Legends Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man. And here he is next to my Jedi Toy Street Fighter Kamen and Guile. And here he is next to my Mafex Marvel Gwenpool and my DC Batman Night Crusader. And lastly, here he is next to my official Figuarts Android 21 and my third-party Zeno Goku. Alright guys, that's the end of the video, and I hope you enjoyed, and if you can, please like and subscribe, and I'll be uploading more soon. And I'll see you guys next time. Later.